we get back, let's not leave March 7th out of the loop. All right.
Behold our hero! Brand new extra strong Pure Point coffee.
I'm from the Research Society of Happy Smiles. As everyone knows, this place is blessed by the laughter, making it a peaceful paradise. However, even while living a peaceful life, our existence remains entangled in countless worries and suffering. Crushing workloads, measly pay, demanding bosses. Turn on the TV, and all the bad news from across the cosmos hits you in the face. These are all enemies of happiness. Just like how the Astral Express defeated the Lord Ravager, we, the founders of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, have received divine revelation from the laughter and vow to help the residents of Planarcadia defeat these enemies of happiness and bring joy to everyone.
Every fool in the tavern says stuff like this when they get drunk. Listen, the laughter is talking to me. Ugh.
Hey, you two, interested in joining us? It would be such an honor for all our members if you could become part of our society.
Oh, gray hair March. Don't tell me you two are buying into her nonsense. This lady seems a bit off her rocker. Let's get out of here quick.
Oh, is that so? That's a shame. But don't worry. Opportunities for happiness will always be waiting for you. I hope we can have another heart-to-heart someday, so that you both can be guided to a life filled with eternal happy smiles.
Extra strong Pure Point coffee. Have a taste.
Thank you, sweeties, for watching our show.
How does this compare to the ones you've seen before?
When the express passed through the skies, I saw it. That's the Phantom Moon, right? Legend has it that the laughter themselves painted it. If the legend is true, this would make it the first Imagine ever created. So, does Aha really watch over those who attend the Phantom Moon games through this moon? Well, well. Didn't expect darling March and little gray hair to be interested in this Eonic game too. Gray hair, you've come to the right person. Who could understand the elation better than masked fools? So, what aspect of the Phantom Moon games would you like to know about? You must have heard the legend of the 8 morning actors who offered their stories to the moon in order to try to move Aha. The masks that were worn by these 8 people are the tickets to joining the games. Under the full Phantom Moon, choose one of the masks and become a supplicant. Then you can compete with the other 7 for the chance to meet the Eon. Looks like we'll need to get a mask first if we want to join the games. In modern terms, it's all about getting views and clicks. Views and clicks? Are you kidding me? They didn't have that kind of stuff in, mythological times. That's how the legend goes. The morning actors offered up their stories, but the laughter didn't even spare them a glance. And so, to catch the Eon's eye, the Phantas Moon Games ended up leaving behind incredible feats each time. From forging swords that could cleave mountains in half, to transforming snowy peaks into floating jellies of sugary frost. It's still the same today. The supplicants must give it their all to capture the attention of the people of this Arcadia and accumulate wish power. And the laughter will only reward the most thrilling miracles. Oh? Don't tell me our little drama in Paniconi wasn't entertaining enough for you. Gray hair, let's drop it this time. I've been dealing with some minor issues lately.
Oh, what kind of issues could possibly be bothering you? Don't tell me you're cooking up another crazy scheme.
I'll keep you in suspense for now. So, where do you want to hang out next? Let's head this way. We can turn into the food street. They've got all sorts of goodies there.
Take some pictures.
So pretty, fam!
I've been wondering about this since we were at the station. These colorful little dumplings seem to be all over the streets here.
Ah, you must be tourists? Don't panic. Those are just little things we call wisping. The tiny wishes that humans make every moment of the day can condense into wispay. Some say these little creatures are proto-imaginae. They just never had anyone to give them forms, so they appear in the world in the simplest, most natural state.
They do look pretty adorable. Like little wiggly blobs of jelly. Probably shouldn't ask this, but can we eat them?
They may be mischievous, but please don't hurt them.
Ugh. Eating random things off the street will give you an upset stomach.
This is so pretty, fam!
electric type plus ghost type?
Click, click. I felt like someone was sneakily following us around for a while now. Looks like it wasn't my imagination.
What's this little thing's deal, huh? It's kinda dressed like you, isn't it?
Not surprising at all. The Astral Express is quite the celebrity these days, turning heads wherever they go. There's always someone keeping a close eye on your every move. Click, 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 click!
Holy for Bowley! For Bobo Weekly Exclusive Scoop! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express caught in secret rendezvous with streamer Sparksy, seemingly to join forces for the Phantom Moon Games.
Famous raccoon? Secret rendezvous with Sparksy? What is he talking about?
Some tabloid journalist trying to stir up a juicy scandal, huh? They might both use cameras. But our darling March is way cuter than this paparazzi creep.
Hey, I can speak for myself.
Click, 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 click! Breaking news from Berlin!
famous raccoon from the Astral Express openly claims Furbos can't be journalists, suspected of human supremacist ideology.
Hey, don't write nonsense in your report. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and catch that thing.
Can't catch me! Boom, 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 boom! I'm out of here!
So, are we gonna kill the Furbo to silence it?
We would never do something so violent. How I wish I could become someone like that.
Greenless coffee may be a chain store, but the flavors...
That little fella can... transform into different things. Let's look around.
It's just for 5 systems.
Welcome.
Sit wherever you like.
This store when I...
Want to take some pictures?
Welcome. Come on in and take a look at our menu.
It's your turn to treat us today, Joe. So, Megatron?
My butt!
Holy vermoly! Finally, gotcha! In your dreams! Boom, 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 boom! Out of here!
So,
Yum Yum Alley,
Megatron's
where every bite first with flavor.
So, Megatrons need to eat too.
Thank you so much for your help this time. Please continue to support.
Ugh, so crowded. Should we check under the flood bank? That's probably its only route to escape.
Let's have a game of Cosmicon Collective.
Finally cornered this troublemaker.
Delete those sneaky photos, and don't you dare write any of your made-up stories, or I'm gonna show you what's what.
To escape now. I, for Bullitzer, may just be a humble tabloid journalist, but I'll never bow down to evil forces when it comes to defending freedom of the press. I'm on fire!
Whoa, why did this guy suddenly get into a combat stance? Here we go. Now be a good boy and stay down.
Guide with the Rainbow Bridge.
Night falls. Good night.
Show me the wind. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Till we meet again. Stars, shine for the heroes as you wish. Embrace a new life.
Please, don't hurt this poor working Furbo!
Aren't you acting all tough just now? You've got some nerve, sneaking photos of Miss Sparkle and the Astral Express.
I mistook you for someone else. I thought you were that famous streamer. As for the Express's Great Raccoon, we're all huge fans of the Great Raccoon. You see, I've even styled my whole outfit after your look.
Now, let's talk about compensation. Adding up emotional distress, lost wages, nutrition fees, and whatnot. 1 million credits per person should do it.
$1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on behind on everyone's wages for months. For the money, you risk your neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express. Right now, I've got no money, and well, no life left to lose either.
Gray hair. Being this kind-hearted is gonna come back to bite you.
Since I offended the Great Raccoon of the Express, I suppose we could settle this with some compensation.
Huh? Didn't you just say you had no money? What's with the sudden change of heart? This seems fishy.
My pockets are truly empty. However, regarding compensation, I implore the Great Raccoon to visit our Furbovo Weekly magazine office. Here's my business card right here. It has the magazine's address and contact details. Rest assured, President Nihilux will definitely present compensation that'll satisfy the Great Raccoon. Please, please make sure to come claim your compensation. compensation. Whatcha-cha!
Ugh, darn it! It got away again. Make sure to come claim your compensation? I wonder if I can trust that Furbo's words.
Money can't buy entertainment this good. Since that scheming little Furbo's extended an invitation, might as well go check it out. Right now in Planarcadia, there are eyes following you everywhere, just like that Furbo.
So, Sparkle, what's your angle in keeping tabs on us?
My darling March, you still doubt me. What about you, gray hair? You got that right. Why would I ever hurt my favorite source of joy? What you should be worried about right now isn't me or that tabloid journalist from earlier. Mm-mm. Has the renowned Astral Express come to Planarcadia as tourists on vacation? Or are you here for the Eon's game, eager to share their authority? For the local residents, you're already in the spotlight without doing anything. If you decide to join this game, you'd better stay on your toes. There are quite a few people looking to join the Phantasmoon Games and become a supplicant. In their eyes, the Astral Express is the perfect prey. Among the folks I know, there's one who might become your enemy. She's about to put on quite a show at the plaza up ahead. Wanna go check it out together?
These little Wispy are quite mischievous.
As lively as our darling March.
Hey, I'm being super well behaved here.
Say it with me. I can do it. I'll work harder. I'm best Elation Path Strider.
Didn't think I could find that, did you? Excuse me. Could I borrow a moment of your time?
Why don't you come in and take a look? Everything's on sale for only 5 credits each.
Comics are on the 3rd floor. It's household appliances on 2nd floor and lower.
Wow! So many gold coins!
Just some unclaimed wish power fragments. Pick them up when you find them. Hey, gray hair. Where do you think you're running off to? We're supposed to be heading to the plaza? The Elation is naturally the most venerated deity here. However, people have their own different ways of practicing Elation. You've noticed those massive @ signs floating over there, haven't you? The IPC has built a comprehensive network in Planarcadia, letting people soak up entertainment around the clock. Word from the tavern is that the IPC wants to control this year's Phantasmoon Games. Though, they've been itching to do that for 15 years already. To us fools, those IPC folks are like a swarm of buzzing worker bees, tirelessly building their dull, mechanical business hives everywhere. The worst part is, these folks actually enjoy it. Their Elation is mind-numbingly boring. And even worse, this dull Elation has spread like a plague to every corner of Planarcadia. Come on in and feel it for yourself.
anti-smart. Come on, give me a compliment.
Wasn't designed very well. If I were the designer, I could definitely do better. Please split the bell.
Where might those lovely stellar jades be hiding?
Planarcadia has enough entertainment to keep you busy until doomsday without repeating anything. But you know what's missing here? Real fun. What's the difference between being glued to the internet all day and being stuck in a dream? The Phantasmoon games must not fall into the IPC's hands and be reduced to a business deal decided by internal bidding. It must not become just another bargaining chip in the power struggle between cosmic forces. She'll be here soon. Have some patience, gray hair. I witnessed the potential of the trailblaze in Penacony. The sparks that fly when paths collide. It's absolutely mesmerizing. In Planarcadia, what surprises will you bring for the elation? And there's also the preservation, the hunt. Don't you think that on the eve of the Phantasmoon Games, Planarcadia looks just like a card game among eons? If that's the case. Friends, have you ever heard of Cosmicon Collective?
What's that?
It's the hottest trading card game in the world right now. Tons of people are playing it at the tavern, too. The cards feature legendary figures from across the universe, along with their power levels. Just roll the dice and compare numbers to see who's stronger and who's weaker. Gray hair, care to play cards with me? Think of it as a rehearsal for the Phantasmoon Games, right here at this tiny card table. If you beat me, I'll tell you the enemy's name. Maybe we can team up and take her on. As expected of you, gray hair, starting off with a bang. Since you won, this card is yours. If you want more cards, go chat with the card masters at the plaza. A streamer who's about to go live at the plaza. She calls herself Sparksy. That's right. She's your enemy. This streamer, just like you, has been seeking a chance to join the Phantom Moon Games. It won't be long before she shows up at the plaza.
That little trouble you've gotten yourself into. It's her, isn't it?
Darling March, I just can't escape your sixth sense, huh? She's our common enemy. If you need my help...
There she is! That woman who stuffed me in the trash can! Ah, she's right there! Get her!
Everything we leave behind in life has a way of coming back to us in unexpected ways. Now that the IPC guide is here, the tavern guide will be on her way.
So, you really weren't sent by the IPC to welcome us.
Quality time together is always so short. Before I take my leave, allow me to give you a friendly hint. Remember this well. For all supplicants who join the Phantom Moon Games, whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantom Moon.
Is this some kind of riddle?
Remember this little riddle? You might need it when we meet again.
Scenes of past reverie, drifting by one after another.
Finally! Found you guys.
You wouldn't happen to be the guide the IPC assigned to us, would you, Mr. Scott?
That's exactly right. We meet again, bosses. After the Holy Grail War back in Penacony, Mr. Aventurine graciously offered me a chance to turn over a new leaf by working for the Strategic Investment Department. And as it happens, Madame Pearl wanted to find someone who got along with the Express crew to be a guide. So I was assigned this important task. But just before I came to start my job today, someone suddenly knocked me out cold. And when I woke up, I found myself stuffed in a trash can. That's right. It was that woman who kidnapped you just now. When I catch her, I'll make her pay until she's completely broke.
I'm starting to question his judgment in picking people.
I knew it! You don't want to see my despicable face! I, Scott, totally understand your frustration. As long as you're safe and sound, that's all I care about. So, dear bosses, would you like to grab a bite to eat, keep playing around here, or perhaps enjoy my latest animal impersonation act, huh?
Mr. Scott's dedication to his work is so intense. It's almost painful to watch.
Oh, that's not really appropriate, is it? Not that I'm refusing your request. I can play too. I mean, I'm quite a card player myself. But I'm on duty right now, and I was assigned to be your guide, not your card buddy. I need to take my work seriously. Can't be splitting my attention like that. Now, you see that card player over there? You can go chat with him instead. At your command, I, your humble servant, Lyndon Scott, shall fade into the background like a shadow, completely unnoticeable, until the end of time.
The annoying guy is finally gone. Let's head into the plaza and see what fun stuff they've got.
Hello, how can I help you? Huh?
this one's just passing through. Lady, you got the wrong person. If you want to play cards, I'm your guy. Hit me up anytime you're in the mood for a game. Or, to trade some cards.
Hey there, young lady. You getting the hang of traversing the world in canvas yet? Need some practice? You can always try your luck with me.
From just now mentioned that name too. What's her relationship with Sparkle?
Oh! There's someone who doesn't know the great Lady Sparksy? I smell a new fan in the making!
Would you mind introducing this Miss Sparksy to us?
I am so glad I get to introduce Lady Sparksy to those who don't know her.
She's the cutest live streamer in Planarcadia and our savior. The first thing I do after work every day is wait for her live stream. She's about to start streaming right here in this plaza. Stay with us, and we can all enjoy her performance together.
I watch Sparksicle's live streams every day. She truly loves me. Don't you get it? I only feel like I'm loved when I watch her streams.
Wake up! Sparksy loves all of us, not just you alone.
Huh? It's exactly because of people like you always going on about how Sparksicle loves everyone that she has to hide herself away and barely ever appears in public. If I married Sparksicle, I would protect her properly. Then she wouldn't need to be so strict about her personal information anymore.
You're exactly the kind of person she's trying to protect herself from.
These people don't look like they're up for a normal conversation. Let's keep our distance.
If you find any treasures, please share them with me.
Excuse me. What's everyone waiting around here for?
We're waiting for Miss Sparksy's live stream, of course. Don't tell me you guys don't know who Miss Sparksy is. I know you. You're that, the one from the news. Right, the famous of the Cosmic Express.
It's the Nameless of the Astral Express.
Forget about that. Let me introduce you to the great Miss Sparksy. She's just so adorable. She's the most versatile streamer ever, mastering all sorts of talents. Her wit in every single word she says echoes in my dreams. It's simply impossible to sum up such a perfect being in just a few sentences.
We finally met someone who doesn't care about the Express. And for some reason, it actually makes me feel a bit more relaxed.
stream. Should be starting soon, right? Oh, you'll have to see how adorable Lady Sparksy looks when she makes her entrance.
Hello? Hello? All my lovely fans. Sorry to keep you waiting. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Sparksicle!
Has everyone been working hard today? Did everyone eat properly?
A full belly makes a happy heart! Let's watch Sparksicle till it gets dark!
Has everyone been treating me with lots of love today?
Forever devoted to Lady Sparksy! If ever not, may lightning strike me!
Something's off. Why do I sense my old model's aura on some people in the audience today?
Oh boy. She must be talking about us.
Let's see. Which naughty ones went to meet someone they shouldn't have? Isn't this the gray hair my old model always talks about? Teaming up with her to deal with the rain? What a jerk! Her favorite toy is mine now! Let Sparksicle give you a proper makeover.
My outfit changed? Are you the enemy that Sparkle mentioned? What exactly is your relationship with Sparkle?
Did that useless old model send you to save her? Is she hoping that you join the Phantasm Moon Games? Not bad. So my little pets managed to escape from their electronic cage. Looks like I'll have to use the power of love to catch you and bring you back. My dear, lovely fans, those two bullies want to hurt me. Please, everyone, protect your beloved Sparksicle, won't you?
Get those baddies! Get those baddies! Get those baddies!
Hey! We mean no harm. Oh, can't we just talk this out?
No harm. Talk this out. Isn't that exactly what the IPC loved to say when they took over Planarcadia? You're all cut from the same cloth. You want to control the game that the laughter left for this world, just like the IPC, don't you? The ceremony left by the Master of Elation must not be defiled by the likes of you and turned into some boring, pathetic, dull, tedious, profit-driven social mixer.
You've got us all wrong!
Bringing the fun back to the Phantasm Moon Games, that's the Masked Fool's unequivocal duty. My dearest, cutest fans, let's get this party started!
In the name of Sparksicle, we hereby declare
push. Bash it. Your time to shine. Embrace a new life. Night falls. Good night.
Do your thing, Sparksicle! We'll crush all the haters for you!
Oh, darn it! She's rallying her fans to attack us!
Stand down! Everyone, don't move a muscle. Imagine you're under arrest for breaking the law. Passengers of the Astral Express. I'm an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense. Don't worry. She won't be able to harm you as long as I'm here.
You meddlesome fool. Officials have no right to interfere with the supplicant's actions during the Phantasmoon Games, do they?
Only those who possess a mask can be called supplicants. You're just one of thousands of troublemakers in this land who claim to be joining the Phantasmoon Games while actually causing chaos. Planarcadia is a society governed by law. Any act that violates the law, even if done in the name of the Phantasmoon Games, will be severely punished by the Department of Aberration Defense.
Severely punished? You're just a lapdog of the IPC, yet you're still so full of pride. That's very funny. That's exactly what I'm saying. Planarcadia under the IPC's rule is boring as hell. Even the Phantasmoon Games have turned into some kiddie playdate for all the goody two-shoes. Nameless, you're free to go for now. But I'll be keeping my eyes on you. Next time we meet, I'll turn you into devoted fans. I'll make you mine.
Escaped, huh? Excuse me. I'd like to have a word with you two. Thank goodness we made it in time. Otherwise, things could have turned out pretty badly.
Don't worry. March and I don't get hurt that easily.
By saying things could have turned out pretty badly, I meant you and Miss March knocking out all of her things.
Scene.
Where might those lovely stellar jades be hiding?
Let me introduce myself again. I'm Kuchiba, an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense.
We don't need to introduce ourselves, do we? Miss Kuchiba, you probably know who we are.
Of course. The newspapers, TV channels, they've all been reporting on you nonstop. Police dog? Ah, you mean those Wufei. They're legitimate law enforcement officers, and some of them have even more experience than I do. However, as a staff member of the Department of Aberration Defense, I have some special privileges that allow me to request their assistance. As you both know, Planarcadia is quite a fascinating world. Creatures made real by artists' brushstrokes. Objects that unexpectedly come to life. Strange dimensions hidden within paintings. And even the ground beneath our feet that occasionally trembles. This is what the Department of Aberration Defense exists for. Everything from managing supernatural anomalies to registering Imaginae and ensuring their continued existence. And of course, there's the Phantasmoon Games that Sparksy just mentioned.
If I'm not mistaken, was it Mr. Scott who sent you here?
So that's the name of that high and mighty IPC specialist. This Mr. Scott believed he wasn't dealing with ordinary criminals. but with masked fools, which required decisive action. So, a phone call was immediately made to the Department of Aberration Defense.
Well, it's not surprising. But what do we do now? Our guide ran off, and we got into a fight with Sparksy's fans. I guess our shopping plans for today are down the drain. Should we give Himeko a call and fill her in on what's going on? I guess you're right.
No need to rush, you two. I bet you haven't tried the local delicacies yet, have you? How about this? I'll take you both to grab a bite nearby. That way, you can kill some time while waiting for your friend.
Oh, yay! My stomach's been growling like crazy!
Color reproduction, 96.2%. Brushstroke reproduction, 93.6%. Conclusion. On the physical level, my reproduction has reached the appraisal threshold. This forgery can now be considered the authentic piece.
Yet you still seem dissatisfied. Tell me, what troubles you? Is it that less than 4% margin of error? Or something beyond the numbers?
I'm grappling with a quality that defies measurement. Artistry. It is the prerequisite for becoming the steward of this Arcadia.
But you already are its steward. Diamond will remember that you only took 6 months to claim that title.
It was 5 months and 15 days. Empty titles mean nothing. In Planarcadia, political influence carries limited weight. To add a stroke to this artwork, one must first understand art.
I know you. This is the conclusion, not the cause. The piece before you, Worldbreaker Waves, is a relic from one of the civilizations in Ahatopia's history. The final work left behind by Graphia, the ancestral painter of ancient Benzai Tengoku. Legend says she performed a miracle, conjuring an entire plane of existence and sealing the whole world within her scroll. Do you want to know how she did it?
I will not deny it. People call her achievements a miracle, meaning its true nature remains unknown. In other words, it is an unexplored market. Understanding comes first, then investment. That is the natural order.
Perhaps this is why Diamond chose you. An Intellitron devoted to results and efficiency. Cast into a realm sustained by imagination. The 10 Stonehearts await a metamorphosis. May you find your own pearl in this strange and dazzling sea.
Thank you, but my mission is to oversee the progress of the Phantasmoon Games. Personal growth is not part of the task. Jade, allow me to point this out. The 10 Stonehearts are 10 independent decision-makers. Your attempts to bind people together will only prove counterproductive and bring needless loss. As always, I follow the optimal choice. Neutrality. That is also my answer to Obsidian.
A flawless reply. Your cool logic is always captivating.
Lady Pearl, that Express Navigator has come to see you.
It seems we no longer have the leisure to speak of art.
This is all I have to say. Tell Diamond, I will fulfill my duty of strategic investment. Send the guests in.
Both of you, please, come in. Forgive the sudden visit and thank you for receiving us.
It is not sudden. In my deductions, a visit from the Express crew was an optimal choice for achieving effective communication. I am glad. Everything is proceeding smoothly.
To skip the formalities would be best. I imagine that, at your core, you're already well aware of our purposes.
I know that you have come for the Anti-Destruction Alliance. The probability of refusing the proposal stands at 91.2%. Can you tell me why? That is a reasonable concern. Allow me to present data that is often overlooked. In the past 2 eras, 1,263 planets have joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System, and 63% of them have preserved their native civilizations. This is the result of the Strategic Investment Department's work. Planarcadia is one such world. On this land, the preservation and the elation coexist in harmony.
That remains open to debate.
I recognize that throughout this war against the destruction, every participant may experience moments of doubt or retreat. But, based on extrapolations, we believe by following the route of the Trailblaze and building upon the framework of the preservation, we shall gather the manpower of the harmony, the computational strength of the erudition, and the military might of the hunt. The threat of the destruction will ultimately be eliminated. Hesitation breeds instability, and instability makes us vulnerable. And our enemies will exploit every crack to break us apart.
Your point is valid, but allow me to note one error. That number, 91.2%, is inaccurate.
Then, is the probability of rejection 100% in your eyes?
No, it is 0%. Interestingly, the difference between 0 and 1 is also only a matter of perspective. We did not come to refuse the notion. On the contrary, the Astral Express seeks to work with you.
This outcome exceeds my extrapolations. Tell me, was it a change in your emotion that led you both to shift your decision?
No. Actually, your earlier perspective inspired me. The IPC deals with powers that command billions of lives in this cosmic game of cards. The Express had always been insignificant compared to them. We've simply been earnestly trailblazing and exploring all this time, trying to help worlds in crisis. Now it is this earnestness that has drawn many to journey with the Express, while the Nameless's simplicity assures our friends that they will not be consumed and lose their sense of self. That is why we came to you, Miss Pearl. Please set aside your role as one of the 10 Stonehearts and imagine this possibility. To fight against the destruction, there is no need for an alliance. What we need is to stand by each other. The IPC may not stand as an ally of the Express, nor might the Strategic Investment Department. But you can. Work with the harmony. Calculate alongside the erudition. Help aim the arrows of the hunt. And build the steadfast shield of the preservation.
Then, what part part does the Trailblaze wish to play in all this?
We shall become the sail.
The ship's sail? That sounds no different from my former proposal. Interesting. Logic reminds me that those words you spoke are little more than rhetoric. However, I will follow the optimal decision. Neutrality.
You mentioned that the IPC has never changed Planarcadia, and it still follows the path of elation. But in my eyes, Planarcadia has not been altered because it still has value. Just like the Astral Express. The IPC intends to use the Phantasmoon games to reach out to an Eon and draw them in. Am I right?
That involves classified information. I have no comments. However, since Miss Himiko is open to cooperation, I can share more within reasonable limits. This way, guests.
A place in the world in canvas, called the Phantasmoon Courtyard.
This ancient tree has stood for 1,000 years, blooming only on the eve of the games. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantasmoon Games ceremony. 8 masks, 8 supplicants. When people don the ancient masks in the near future, the altar will also reveal the masks' forms. Then, the games shall begin. I've been told, Miss Himiko, that Graphia's blood courses through your veins. The messenger of the hunt is here as well at this moment. This ceremony, to compete for the elation, is but a reflection of cosmic politics. In that case, why not use the result of the Phantasmoon Games to decide whether the Express will become a sail or a banner?
We'll consider your proposal. However, to take part in the games, one must have a mask of elation. I assume the IPC has prepared for that.
As of now, the number of masks I possess is 3. With more time, I could obtain even more. In all of history, no one has conceived of a unified command of all supplicants and masks, let alone accomplished that feat. But this time, the IPC intends to regulate the games with our resources and influence.
It is not unusual for visitors from beyond the sky to join the Phantasmoon Games, but the IPC actually seeks to control the entire thing? The Eon of Elation is famed for unpredictability. Miss Pearl, you must take care. This is a word of caution.
It is precisely because Aha is so mercurial that such an elated attempt has a chance to succeed.
Pardon the interruption, Madam Pearl.
The guide you dispatched has sent word. The masked fools have stirred up trouble, attacking him and the express guests. They were separated in the chaos.
That is not surprising. Those masked fools have long kept the IPC in their sights. It seems the Phantom Moon Games have begun, regardless of the Express's choice.
I'll get in touch with those two kids. Miss Pearl, Welt and I must take our leave now, for the sake of security.
Are you both leaving already? I had another plan in mind. To speak with Miss Himiko about the art history of ancient Benzai Tengoku. Especially your ancestors' final work, World Breaker Waves, and her unparalleled mastery of imagenesis art.
I'm counting on you, Welt.
Mr. Yang, please accept this gift before you leave. You misunderstand. To offer the Nameless something so mundane would be far too discourteous. Please, open this case first and see for yourself. I am aware. Mr. Yang has an expert understanding of robotics. I chose this gift especially for you, and I hope it pleases you.
Graphia Academy? What kind of place is that?
It is a school that trains artists, and it's quite well known in this world.
We need to wait for someone there? Do you know the way, Miss Kuchiba?
Allow me to guide you both and ensure your safety along the way.